Buttons, don't start. Do not start. Do not start. Nope. You've been addressed all day. Don't start. Don't start. I'll be right with you guys. Oops. Oh my God, I just almost pulled the whole computer cord out. Oh, shoot, I did. Buttons. uh, almost lost you. Okay. All right, buttons. Come on, let's go. Let me get you in here. I'll be right there, you guys. Got in your the link is at the top for the PayPal. Most of you know it. It's 5111 for the payment. It's like a mini read. I'll ask you the questions live. I'll be right with you. Let me just get this little girl settled. Come on. What are you doing, buttons? Should be probably today, no later than tomorrow, but I think more later tonight. What I'm doing right now, I'm doing how to run this one part of it. Yeah, I'll wear it. Bye. Okay. I'm sorry, one moment, you guys. All right. Okay, all emergencies are handled. Buttons, you go in here. With your calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. Move, please. Thank you. Okay, sorry. 2 phone calls and 1 buttons. That's plenty. All right. No. Oh my God. 2 seconds. I'm sorry. I don't know if on my phone I can't see who paid, who purchased. Where to put my phone buttons? Please. Sweet Jesus. Yay. Now we're good. Boy. Okay. I'm not leaving the screen again. I'm here and not leaving. I'm here. All right. Let's see. Because I know a lot of you. I know $200 is a lot, and I get it, which is why I thought this would be a better way. So let's see. First come, first serve. All right. Let me write the names down, and I'll ask you your question. I'll ask you your question, you guys, as per each person live. All right. So first in. Oh, I don't know how to get. You know what? I am trying so hard to get this. Create a poll, show your support, customize. What is this? Top chat. Hold on, you guys. Participants. All right, I'm not seeing. I'm looking for Lindsay, and I don't know how to. If I lose you guys, I'll come back. I'll come right back on. If I lose you, but I'm trying to figure out. I can't figure out how to. If I do manage, it won't let me manage while I'm live. Okay. Lindsay, I don't know how to get you on here. I just can't figure it out. I don't see you in here. I don't see you in here, Lindsay. But I see your message on my PayPal. me see if I go to my channel. Hold on. Let me check one thing, you guys. Oh, no. Forget it. If I leave the site, I think I lose you guys. I won't know how to get back. I don't know how to do it. I can't manage anything, Lindsay, while I'm on here. I can't figure it out right now, Lindsay. Sorry. Does anybody have any clue how I could find Lindsay? Thank you. Yeah, Button's got her squeaky. She went and got her hair cut. It's $50 and it's one question. It's one card for a reading. It's all in the details on the page, on the beginning of the YouTube, on this video. Yeah, BB, I'm still waiting on that other thing too. I don't know what the heck's going on. But yeah, of course. Yeah. All right. So I'm sorry, Lindsay. I tried that. I don't know where to find it right now. So first I have Leslie. And then I have Tammy. Or sorry, Tammy, then Leslie. Sorry. All right, Tammy, Leslie, Shelley, and then Charisma. And that's it. Okay, great. All right. So, Tammy, Leslie, Shelley, and Charisma. All right. Okay, Leslie, I still have you as a moderator, so I'm going to change that. All right. And then I have Leo. BB. Okay. Oh, yeah, BB. Okay. Okay. All right. So we got that list plus BB. Buttons, lay down. All right. Let's find out what's going on now. Lay down, okay? Lay down. All right. Of course, Diana, you can. Yep, just send it through PayPal. And then when it's your turn, I'll ask you your question. All right. All right, BB, sure. All right, so first up is Tammy. Tammy. Let me get my glasses on. We don't want to miss this or mess this up. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, thank you. All right. All right. So the next moves for Scott, the way that he's thinking. Good. So we have soulmates that comes up. Soulmates is your card. Now the energy and messages that come with soulmates, Tammy, is in fact a soul connection, meaning that this person is feeling very much pulled toward you. This person knows that they really don't belong anywhere else. It's almost like they're waiting for an opportunity, either an opportunity to talk to you, an opportunity to get face to face with you, an opportunity to hear more. Their next steps will be, after communicating with you, will be excitement, will be it's almost like celebrating, like it's almost like being New Year's Eve. There's so much pulsating. It's like his heart will be pulsating, his thoughts will be going crazy. He feels like once he gets to be with you, he's got a chance to get it right. He's got a chance to do it the right way. He's got another chance to fix everything that was unfixed. Yeah, so it's definitely going to feel kind of like the first date, and it is pretty much going to be starting over, right? Because we're going to do things so many different ways. We're not going to handle things like we used to. This talks about an agreement and also a soul agreement. So it's kind of like you two are going to come to a decision on how to approach this, because the words coming out of both of your mouths is going to be like, we want this to work, right? Like, this is what we want. This is what our goals are. So, yeah, and definitely butterflies in your stomach. You ought to see what he's going to have. And I mean, don't get upset because, like, the first day or two when you're finally together is going to be like honeymoon, right? It's always like honeymoon at first. And then everybody kind of gets comfortable and relaxes a little bit. That's where the energy needs to stay. And that's what they're telling me, is that's where the communication needs to keep going. That's where we need to talk to one another differently. We need to make sure that we're not barking out orders. We need to make sure that we're not putting our expectations too high. We need to make sure that they can reach the goals that we're putting in front of them. We make sure that they don't realize that we're putting goals in front of them. At the same time, it's almost like you have to use reverse psychology with this person, is what they're showing me. Yes, he doesn't take criticism well, so you have to be careful how you make it more constructive so that it doesn't feel like I'm pointing the finger, so it doesn't feel like you did something wrong, so it doesn't feel like he did something wrong, so that it's more of a balance. The next 72 hours are going to be very important for you. Also very exciting for you. Starting out right here, we're almost at the weekend, is really a good time to make that plan for when if you're not going to work on the weekend. Then starting this on Friday is going to be amazing. I also feel like he would agree, yes, that you're talking about couple therapy. I do agree that he would feel okay as long as he sees it as, because we want to work on us. Say it's not because I'm trying to point the finger at you and trying to blame you for everything. You also need to get your own therapy separate, Tammy, because you need to learn how to trust again. You need to learn how to let go of the past. You also need to learn how to come out of a place where, we need him to be able to wear the pants in the house. We need him to be able to make some decisions. We need him to be able to act that way and take responsibility and show that he can, so that you can then release the responsibilities that you have and allow him to be who he needs to be. That means contributing to the bills, helping to clean, helping to maintain, all that kind of stuff. It's like, it has to be an even balance. It has to be together. It has to be, I want to say 50-50, but both of you have to give 100 in order to make this work. The card soulmate also comes up about, you have his heart wrapped so tightly, and he has your heart wrapped so tightly. It's like it's within my hands. It's inside, and nobody can get to it. Nobody's going to take it from you, and nobody's going to take it from him. In other words, you were brought together for a long term reason. You're not together for a fly-by-night. You're not together for a one-night stand. You're not together just to get him through his episodes. That's not even it. Exactly. Exactly. And, these are the conversations that you need to have before you say, I want you to come home. I want you to live with me. I want to do this. I want to try this again. I want to make this work. There has to be an understanding. There has to be an agreement. There has to be, you know what, let's make a phone call and, schedule an appointment to get us started on our journey for recovery. Because we both have been through so much, and that's the way you're going to word things. We both have been through so much. Because even though, yes, you were victimized in a lot of ways, as well as he victimized himself as well. And he needs to be able to start to forgive himself for things too. So there's a lot on both sides, but you both could benefit from separate counseling. He does trust you. He does believe that you haven't been with anybody, but he's fearful that others would have tried to attempt to take you, to be with you, to date you, to sleep with you, all the above. Just like what I said about the person who received the message, when he hears how that person feels about you, in a way, it's going to make him feel good. It's going to boost his ego. Like, yeah, you got a great girl. But then at the same time, he's going to have his guards up. Like, man, you better leave my woman alone. So he'll be protective about you too. So that's kind of nice. It would be nice if you could hear that so that it can make you feel good. But I'm just told you. So there you go. The last thing that comes up for you with this soulmate connection, this contract, this partnership, this agreement, nothing has to be in stone. I want you to always remember that you have the freedom and the free will to end anything at any point in time, to turn around and walk away. It is your prerogative. It is your right to always protect yourself. I don't feel like you have to worry. I don't feel like there's any violence. Yes, I feel like he could, in a week or so, get a little mouthy because he catches himself, because he's still working on retraining his mind and his behaviors to be a certain way. We don't change overnight. Change takes time and patience. It also takes working with one another. So the minute any kind of tone changes in a way that you don't like, say, you know what? Could you just hold it for a second? I really don't like the way that you sound right now. So if you're upset with me, maybe you should wait a little bit to talk to me, or, maybe you could rephrase that because, I'm not talking to you like that. So let's not do this because we don't want this to end bad. So you got to be the one who knows how to tone it down, who knows how to de-escalate the situation rather than add to it. So you have to have one person that keeps a cool head. And since he mentally probably can't do that all the time, you have to be the one who's going to be able to be in control of a lot of situations and handle things. I see that thing still moving back there. And handle things. There's nothing here but the tree. There's nothing here. Nothing is wiggling or moving. Nothing. Anyway, you have to be the one that's going to be controlling that part of this deal, okay? You're going to control that part of this deal. And that's just for a while. And after a while, and after he gets used to it, a habit is created about 30 days later. So then he'll start catching himself and not doing that anymore. But you have to give him a chance. You have to give him a chance. He's not going to be perfect right away. He's not. He can't go somewhere and be made perfect. That's not going to happen, okay? All right. But yes, he's coming back. Yes, it's going to work out. Yes, you two are going to be much different and it's going to be much stronger. If you allow yourself to slip and relapse back into old patterns, behaviors, and don't be surprised if the situation that I'm predicting turns all around. Because again, you're the one who can de-escalate any of it. Okay? Okay, Diana. All right, so that's Tammy. Leslie. Really, Mariah? Wow. All right. Well, you know what? If you were led to be here, things will sound familiar. Things will sound familiar. Okay, Leslie, type your. Excuse me. That Zyrtec's not helping so much. Yeah, a lot of craziness, right? In this whole world. Sending love, Tammy. All right, Leslie, type your question. Okay, you're good. What's changing for you in general? Then love life. Well, we're only doing one, but okay. So if you've released him, why are we asking questions about him? Number two, what's changing you for you in general? Okay, we could try to get information just about you, even love or whatever. How about we just look at you in a general way and see what comes up? Because if I read you in a general way, you might hear something about love. You might hear something about work. You might hear something about money. You might hear something about family. That's an open book right there. Does that work for you? Okay. Love life and S thoughts. Okay. Got it. Love life and S thoughts. So for Leslie, love life and S's thoughts. Two S's here. S for Tammy, S for Leslie. Wow. I need an S. I need to have an S too. Don't you guys want an S? I want an S. Okay, Tracy, you made a payment. Let me write your name down. You'll be after Diana. You'll be after Diana. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in front of you. You're the fifth one. Okay. Leslie. Come on. I know, Spirit, you got a card for her. Come on. I guess they're trying to give me the right one. Okay, that's pulled out. I'll take it. What do we got? Okay. You Leslie. You there? So Leslie, you saw me shuffling. Did you see me shuffling? Tell me right now. Did you see me shuffling? And I'm waiting. Leslie, listen. You see my hands up in the air. Okay, so I was shuffling and I kept saying, come on. Then I said, I guess it's trying to get me the right one. Well, look at the card that came up. Sunglasses. You know what sunglasses stands for? Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. Can't make this shit up. Now you're just telling me that he was speeding trying to follow you, which falls underneath of stalking. This, like I said, Island Wellness is a ghost in these cards. Because all my other cards, they're just cards, and my grandmother has to do all the work. These cards came with their own spirit. I'm telling you now. Buttons has noticed there's been a different spirit in this house ever since I got these cards. And I finally figured out that that's what, in fact, it is. Wait till I tell you guys a story about later on what happened the other night. Okay. But for now, Leslie. Yes, this person is, in fact, stalking. Yes, this person nearly got you, him, and other people killed trying to not lose you. This person's perception of you. Girl, help you if you get together. I'm telling you now, help you if you get together, because this man's energy is so powerful, so strong. He's crazy about you that, you know what, those extracurricular activities are going to be very eventful. Be careful you don't hurt yourself. Please. This man is going to be like white on rice. You know what that means? All over you. All over you. With this card, this man is starting to get his courage. Mm-hmm. He's also making it more obvious. Did you not notice? He's making it more obvious to you now that he's around. He is not playing games anymore. When that man knew that you got hurt in that accident, I think that really flipped on some switches. I really feel like this person felt like, oh my God, I almost lost my chance. It almost feels like he's kind of saying, like, if I keep stalling, if I keep hesitating, if I keep waiting, he's like, I'm going to break somebody's neck if I see them with her. So I hate to tell you, but if you try to date somebody else, or remember when I told you that other person was coming, and you've seen a couple nice looking people at work and whatever, but he's not going to take liking to that very much. And I don't know if he would come over and intervene. I don't know if he would cause that person a problem. I'm guessing he would jump in a car or truck and follow that person and then catch up with him and say, you know what, don't come back. I wouldn't be surprised. This man, although he has not been intimate with you yet, and I use that word loosely, yet, this man isn't going to tolerate. Listen, you're going to need a fireman, a policeman, a wrestler, and a whole bunch of other people, because when this guy goes from 0 to 100, he's not playing. He's not playing. It's going to take more than one person to hold him back, because he's very protective of you. No doubt. Listen, there's energy coming and moving right there towards you. If you don't see it, then you'd have to be blind. This man's wanting to talk to you. Either you're not giving him the opportunity, or you're not making the eye contact when you see him, or you're not allowing him to move forward, or you're rushing in the house too fast. Or listen, when you're at work, go pee at work before you come home, so that you don't have to go pee the minute you're getting out of that car. So you don't have to rush right into that house. Find a reason to go open the trunk and look in the back and do whatever. Find excuses, okay, to be out there for a minute. This card shows that although, again, with the sunglasses, although you think sometimes he can't see you, or you think he doesn't see you, or you think he hasn't seen you, or maybe you think you haven't seen him in a while, don't be fooled. Because these glasses just mean that he's hiding behind the glasses, meaning that, oh, he knows. He knows what's going on. And I feel like, you know what, I don't know if it's his mom or dad that has a car as well. Don't be surprised if he ever borrows their car. And you're not looking for that car. You're actually looking for his stuff. So pay attention, because I do feel like that he really knows what he's doing. He knows how to spy on you. He knows how to keep track of you. He knows where you're going. All right, Leslie. Where sunglasses also come in, it also feels like not just S, but there is more than Sergio here. There's someone else. And it's almost like the initial, almost like an R. It's either a P or an R. I have trouble with like P's and R's, and I have trouble with C's and O's because of my eyes. But when I see, it's like an R. So this initial R, I don't know who you know with this name. It could be Roberto, it could be Rocco, it could be Richard, Ronnie, Ramon. I don't know. It's an R. There's your ex-husband's middle name is Roberto. Oh, geez, Jesus. Oh, God, and his first name is Chris. And I said a C, and then I said an O, and then I said an R. Oh, okay, Sophia. All right, so I definitely... Hello, blue-eyed man. That's not sad. I'm glad you're not sad. Don't be sad. Your beautiful blue eyes. Don't be sad. There's no reason to be sad. What's up? Okay, so... All right, so Leslie, you need to prepare yourself, because communication's coming. He is going to advance and move forward and speak to you. This Roberto, I don't feel like this is your ex. I really don't. And I'm sorry to say that you may be offered a date or an opportunity with somebody with the same name, and that's pretty messed up, because I don't think I'd want to date a Russell, my ex-husband. I don't think I'd want to date a Russell. Now, I wouldn't mind dating a Brian, and I wouldn't mind dating a Carl. I probably wouldn't. Another Carl, not that Carl. But I wouldn't mind that. But I wouldn't want to date an ex-husband name and marry that. No. Maybe it's just the person. I don't know. But I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to do that. There's opportunity coming for you, Leslie, for 2. So S being Sergio and R being Roberto, Robert, Richard, Ronnie, whatever. It's there. This feels more around business. This feels more around work. Now, it doesn't have to be your job specifically or your company specifically. It could be the building next door. It could be a parking lot where you park. It could be a lot of different things. It could be somebody who delivers the UPS packages. It could be so many different things. It's not funny. But trust me when I tell you, not through a psychic ability, but through experience, that sometimes God puts people in place in front of you and you didn't expect it or you weren't ready for it. Sometimes just the timing's off. Sometimes they're a great person. Sometimes you could have a great time. But if the timing is off, no matter when you try or how much you try, it's not going to work. The timing has to be right on both ends. And it's difficult to try to organize 2 people's lives. So where you and Sergio are concerned as well, his patterns, his routines, his behaviors, his work ethics versus yours, plus you had the schooling, it's very difficult to try to get on the same schedule or the same routine or to try to run into this person. It's very difficult. But no, Leslie, that's still 2. I don't care. There's still 2. And yes, he could be. As I said before, he was in, it looked like uniform to me. That could be a lot of different jobs. Uniform could be in a lot of different jobs. Sometimes people, even just in a factory, have a jumpsuit or something that they wear for protection, or a certain hat, or maybe goggles or whatever. So uniform is uniform. All right. It's opposite of what you would normally wear at home. So meaning uniformed, they're in something different for their job. That's about the best I can give you. So looks pretty good to me, Leslie. That's your message. All right. That's all I got. Shelly baby. Miss Shelly baby. Where are you? Shelly. Ooh, you guys, I can't wait to take a shower and get my pajamas on. Watch some Hallmark tonight. Can't wait. Yeah, Virgo Vicky, very. Right, Juliet Palmer? That's what I say. They're an X for a reason, or a season, one or the other. He said, the blue-eyed man, that's not sad. How about a Joey? Well, it doesn't begin with the letter R, but I'm sure Joey is good. I don't know any Joeys with blue eyes except a kangaroo, and they don't have blue eyes. Get it, Joey, kangaroo. But I think that's cute. I have a favorite uncle that's a Joey. A favorite uncle that's a Joey. And a favorite uncle that's a Ronnie. So maybe there's your R. But Joey, yeah, I'm very close to that one. That one, I'll never forget how wonderful that uncle has always been to me. And aunt as well. So with that being said, but you're welcome, Joey, if you're Joey. Mr. Blue-Eye Man. Blue-Eye Man that's not sad. Okay. Could be the blue-eyed man that used to live in New Jersey a long time ago. Oh, you're in Toronto. Nice. Yeah, I get it, blue-eyed man. I get it. And I know it's hard when you're too good and then people don't appreciate that and they actually go back to somebody who doesn't treat them well at all and makes no sense. I get it. I get it. All right. Shelley, Miss Shelley, your question, please. Julia Palmer, you're so cute. Juliet, you like our new man, the blue-eyed man that's not sad? Joey? Yeah, Mariah, it can be. Leslie, you got to be careful with him because he's really hot on your trail. He's really hot on your trail. He's making it very obvious now. All right, Shelley says, okay, what is T's intentions and actions toward you? Let's see what's coming. Let's see what's coming. Please, Shelley, I want to see it. Hello, Sutakariki, Chakabakari, Sauerkraut. Hello, Sauerkraut. Hello, thank you for coming in. All right, Shelley, I'm trying. I'm waiting for it. It almost popped out. Did you see it? It almost popped out. I think I should hold my hands up higher. I'm waiting for it. Waiting for it. I can't make it happen. It's got to do it itself. There we go. All right. All right. Oh, boy. All right. So you got lightning. Shelley, you got lightning. I like lightning. A lot of action with lightning, right? Unexpected, sometimes lightning. But sometimes it might rain, might get a little thunder, and then all of a sudden, there it is, right? So with lightning, lightning talks about sudden change, it says. It also says shocking news. It also, well, my hair is really a mess. And it also says surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. All the ingredients that we want. So a change is definitely coming. I think you've already noticed changes, as we've spoken before on your readings and even in private talk, is that with him blocking and then unblocking, opening the door, so to speak, allowing you to take a peek in, okay? The shocking news, which I don't think will be so shocking when he does communicate to you, because he will be doing that shortly. And I'm not doing a prediction for that part of it because I don't step into God's work, right? You know what I'm talking about, right, Shelley? So, yes, shocking news he is going to bring to your attention. He is going to talk to you about what happened, how long it was, how it was almost drug out, how it took everything from him, how it drained him. And then we have the surprise, which means a visit, You may unexpectedly get a knock at your door or get a call or a message saying that I'm coming, like now, I'm on my way, like I'll be there shortly, 20 minutes. You might not get a lot of time. Just to let you know. It could be a last minute warning, like, you know, like when somebody says, oh, I'm just around the corner, I should be at your house in 5 minutes, all right? I'll be stopping over. And you hurry up and you got to do the fastest cleanup you ever done. Okay. And then you don't know whether to hurry up and do your hair and makeup or hurry up and clean up the house. Like, which one do I do? This is an epiphany moment, it says, what he's going to be having. It's kind of like an epiphany moment where he's kind of like, okay, now that all this is settled, now that I've had a chance to digest all of it and understand and kind of begin his grieving process, right? And he's kind of been grieving throughout this whole problem because of the fact that knowing that his mother was going to be passing, knowing that she was very terminally ill, knowing that it was unexpected at first, but months and months and months have passed by. You kind of start to prepare yourself, although you're never fully prepared, right? Because we never want to admit or accept that our mother is going to pass away. We never want to accept that. No matter who knows it, no matter what the situation is, when it's done and over with, it's debilitating. It is completely debilitating. So this epiphany moment, deciding that, okay, now that I understand where I'm at and I see what's left for me here where I'm at, there's not a whole lot. Yes, my father is here. Yes, I have other family members here, perhaps a brother and a sister-in-law too, even an ex not far from there. But he's going to feel like what he wants to do as far as training and learning with his career, he can do that from where you are. He can do that almost anywhere that has an airport. He's talking more about just wanting to be next to you, needing your support, needing your love and your attention, needing your ear, not needing you to fix anything, just needing you to listen. This card talks about sooner than you think. This card talks about he was in fear that you had moved on. He noticed that there's no messages. He knows that you can see his information. You can see his status. You can see a lot of things. But he's wondering why nothing's there. It's almost like you could write, it's okay if you want to talk. There were closure issues between the two of you, and that's what it says. There's also a transformation that's happening here. And this is not really for you. Although you have already transformed, you've already gone through so many stages. You've already gone through so many situations that's helped you to grow. It's also burned a little or hurt a little, but it also helped you to grow. It's also strengthened you. And now it's helped you to see through things without the rose-colored glasses. It's like you're just looking directly at it. Know that, Shelley, this transformation that he's about to go under, it's going to be kind of painful in one way. Because he's looking back and going to be missing the rest of the family and everything else. But at the same time, he knows that his mother's not there, and his mother can be with him anywhere. I'm sorry, Virgo Vicky. But at the same time, yes, he wants to fill that void. He can't fill the void of a mom, but you can definitely help him to heal that heart of his. And he knows that. He also loves the fact that you have a lot of family around you and love around you. He's hoping that just like with your mom, can also be like his mom, because a mother-in-law and a mom can be very close when the connection is good. So the good news is, Shelley, I think before Christmas, and we are in almost the end of September now, halfway through, I think communication is going to come first. Yes, very quickly within the next 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3 weeks. But I also feel like the surprise visit is before Christmas or for Christmas. So that's what I got for you, Shelley. Ooh, boy, these cards are getting good and better and better. All right, I'll take it. And they're usually not wrong. I haven't noticed them to be wrong. Hi, Arian. Long time, Arian. How have you been? How's the doctor stuff going? She sure is, Virgo Vicky. She absolutely is. Yes, blue eye man. It's not sad. Time sure does fly a little too fast, actually. Yeah, I got older before I knew it, and my birthday's coming up in just 9 days. And I was just thinking to myself, geez, self. I said, well, self. So when I was at the grocery store, I bought myself some rigatoni. And I was going to make homemade vodka rigatoni sauce, right? But I decided, you know what, just forget it. I'll buy an Italian one. So I bought that to cook for my dinner. I bought a sugar-free chocolate cake. No, I'm a liar. A sugar-free yellow cake with chocolate icing, sugar-free too. Everything's sugar-free. So that's a good thing. But yeah, I'll tell you what, time does fly by. I can remember when I was 23. I remember when I had my daughter. I can remember how old I was when my mom died, my dad died, my brother died. So yeah, time flies by. And you know, the worst part about time is you don't really realize how much time you're wasting with the wrong person, trying to make them the right person. And that's the sad part. We try so hard to fit a square peg into a round hole. We try so hard to make something work because we just want it to work. Most of us are in love so much with the thought of being in love that we're willing to settle or compromise so much that it makes us uncomfortable. And then you start wanting to change the person, and that's where the problem begins. Because the only person you can change is you. If you can't accept somebody for whatever faults they have or bad habits that they have or whatever, then you don't belong with them. Let somebody else have them. They belong to somebody else then. It's okay. All right. Next one come up is Charisma. Charisma. And then BB, Diana, Tracy, and Sophia. All right. Charisma. Charisma, I hope you're still here. Yeah, well, yeah, I get it. I wasted 12 years with a boyfriend with a promise forever about marrying, but lying, manipulative, abusive, lying, cheating, all of it, and kept putting it up for what? He wanted to stay here with me, and I'm paying all the bills, and he has a house. No. What does Jay want from you? All right, girlfriend, let's find out what Jay wants from you. Yeah. You never know, blue-eyed man. You could meet me. You never know. I look better than this. Really, I do. You could meet me, and anybody that can make a sauce because I'm Italian, okay, we could cook in the kitchen together. That'd be nice. But you're a long ways away. Oh, okay. Sauerkraut says, I'm an Aries, had a series of bad relationships till you met your husband. That's nice. Yeah, you had to go through the forest to get to the tree that you wanted to be with. I get it. Yeah, Arian, I remember. I remember your readings. Right, Juliet? But you know what? We didn't really waste time. We learned a lot. We learned things that we didn't want to deal with anymore. We learned people that we don't want to deal with. We learned a lot of things, and it made us stronger. It really did. And it also, you know what? It'll teach you now all the hurt and heartache that you've been through. When you really do find somebody that's great or good, you have a great time with them and you can respect them and they can respect you, your privacy, but yet at the same time trust you because with somebody new, they didn't burn you and you didn't burn them. So there's no reason that there can't be some trust. No reason. Otherwise, you need to go to counseling because you can't bring something old baggage with you. You can't keep looking in the rearview mirror. You need to look out the windshield and see where you're going. And remember, life's just too short. We're not promised tomorrow, none of us. So you know what? I don't want to spend today arguing, being mad, being jealous, being this, being that. I don't want all that. I don't want drama. None. I can't. I pay my own bills. I do my own thing. I work. I'm secure. I'm okay. I have a great dog. I'm really good. But yeah, a great partner can make you better, can make you happier, can make you want to wake up in the morning, have a reason to go to bed at night, excited that you're going to see them again. That's amazing. But I get it, Arian and Juliet, I get it. You learned a lot, and not to get married again. Yeah, just kidding. Yeah, I always said that I would get married again. I definitely would. If it was the right person. This time I wouldn't be so fast to make that decision. I'd be sure on all counts. Sure. I'm not going to marry somebody who's going to put their hands on me. I'm going to marry somebody who's going to lie to me or cheat on me. No. Nope. You're in the process, the right time to have a baby. You'll know. Oh my God. I love some singing. I love singing. I sure love singing. You sure you don't know me? You sure you don't know me? Sure you're in Toronto? Got my curiosity now. All right. See what I mean, you guys? I told you when you ain't looking for it, boom, there it is. There it is. Just don't look for it. It shows up. Oh, okay, Arian. Oh boy, you got to watch out for those narcissists and psychopaths. You got to watch out. You know what? Listen, watch out. It's one thing being with somebody who cares about you and protects you. They want to make sure you're okay. They want to know where you are. That's nothing wrong. That's great. I think that makes you feel wonderful. Like, just tell me where you're at, just in case something happens, so I know where you are. I mean, how many times has there been bad weather, or tornadoes, or hurricanes, or earthquakes, or whatever, and you want to know where your loved one's at? In case something happens. If you're going out on bad roads and it's wintertime, let me know you made it to work. Let me know you made it to wherever you're going. Of course you want to. Listen, there's a way to do it of caring and loving somebody, and then there's a way to do it because I want to control you, and you're not going to be out of my sight for a second because I don't trust you. That's different. But can you imagine? You just get that call and just, you know what? I'm just calling to see how you're doing today. We'll see how you're feeling. Is there anything you want to talk about? Anything you need to talk about? Anything you just want to get off your chest or get off your mind or want to blow some steam? I'll listen. Like, that's great, right? That's great. So try that. Digital tip. If we didn't have bad relationships, would we know a good one? That's exactly right. That's right. You got to have the storms to get the rainbow, right? You got to. You got to have the water to get the flowers. Absolutely you do. And listen, it ain't always going to be peaches and cream. You don't always feel good every day, or you don't always want to be talking all the time, or maybe you just need some quiet time, or you just want some time to yourself. Or I like to go fishing. I like to go camping. I like to just sit by the water and drink my coffee and read the paper. I'm not doing anything. I'm not with anybody, but that's what I like. That's my time. So, everybody has their thing that they like to do. Take for diabetic patients, try and take turmeric in your meal. Unless you're on a blood thinner, then stay away from turmeric. Unless you're on a blood thinner, be careful. Okay? Turmeric is very medicinal for a lot of things. I love it. I take turmeric and ginger every day. Oh, that's good, Virgo Vicky. All right, let's see now. All right, Charisma, I didn't forget you. Charisma, I'm so sorry. Um, that's okay if he chose not to. Maybe his intentions were to do it, and for whatever reason, let's be glad that he figured it out before he married you, than after he married you. So that's okay. You know what? There's a reason for it, and don't question it. Trust the universe. If it wasn't meant to be at that time, maybe it's at a later time, or maybe it just wasn't meant to be at all. Maybe they were just in your life for a season to help you through something, or you were there to help them through something. But either way, it's not a waste of time. Just always enjoy yourself and have the most fun. Be you. Don't be anybody else. Okay? Don't try to put on something fake to impress them. Because at the end of the day, guess what? You're the one that's going to be in the shower. You're going to come out. They're going to see you. They're going to see you for who you are. So be who you are. Be proud of who you are. Be proud if you're different. Be proud if you're skinny. Be proud if you're fat. Be proud if you're ugly. Be proud if you're pretty. Be proud that you're you. Because like I said before, nobody else can be you. Ever. Ever. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Charismatic. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, let's see. Right, Juliet Palmer. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Digital tip. You know exactly what that is. All right. So Charisma, when we're asking about what does Jay want from you, that could be a layered thing. Layered, meaning there's layers to this. Because that's what I heard, layers, okay? So it is a layered situation. There's many levels. It's talking about levels, layers of levels. Levels of layers, sorry. Different levels of layers. All right, so as I'm shuffling, it keeps showing me the diamond. It keeps showing me a ring. It keeps showing me commitment. All right, but it's not giving me a card yet. Almost. Okay, just as I said it. All right. So what comes up is photography. Photography comes up because of the fact that with this card, it talks about either looking at old photos of you, it talks about missing you. Let me see. It talks about nostalgia. It talks about wanting to make new memories. So when you talked about, gosh, what does he want from me? There's a connection here. He may not be willing or ready to go right full force in to being with you in this relationship or to being in a commitment immediately. But it's kind of like I want to revisit. I want to revisit the situation. I want to revisit us. I want to make sure that the decisions that were made previously when we're apart, I want to make sure if I was wrong or if I was right about that. It's kind of like he's wanting to get his bearings about himself. He wants to get grounded. He wants to make sure that he didn't throw away a good thing, that he wants to make sure that he didn't 100% lose you yet, because he may want to turn around. And the energy feels positive. Like I keep hearing revisit. He wants to revisit the relationship. You know, this person's strengths. He has a lot of strengths. He has a lot of good qualities about him. There's also a few flaws, and believe it or not, even though I know you find him attractive, and even though you might feel like other people are very attracted to him as well, his ego is not what you think it is. He's actually got more low self-esteem than you thought. A lot of times his behaviors and actions are because he's not feeling like he's got everything that could work for you. He may feel sometimes that he's not even good enough for you. Without saying it, though, you'd have to see it through certain actions. And unless you trained your eye for it, you might not even see it. You might just keep thinking that, oh, he's a Don Juan. Oh, he's a flirt. Oh, he's stuck on himself. Oh, he's so egotistical. Oh, he talks down to women. Oh, he's a womanizer, blah, blah, blah. No, sometimes he puts on a front, especially in front of his friends. He puts on a front to act as if like he's the tough guy. Like nothing bothers me. Everything kind of just rolls off my shoulder. Like I don't have to worry. It's like even in the past he would talk. I hearing him say, like, man, I'm over that. I don't care. I don't care what they're doing. I don't care what she's doing. I don't care. It's like, again, because he's insecure, because he's feeling bad, because he didn't realize what happened. Yeah, exactly. He won't. Exactly. He won't. If he did that, he'd become vulnerable to you. He doesn't want to show his weaknesses to you. A lot of men have a lot of trouble. Not all men, not all men, but a lot of men have trouble expressing their feelings or even crying. A lot of men feel like it's too macho, or they have this thing that they were brought up and see, because a belief is something that you saw or that you believe in because it just kept happening over and over. Or maybe he watched his father be a certain way with his mother. Perhaps he may have always been told through friends or whatever, oh man, don't worry about that stuff. Don't sweat that. There's plenty out there. There's plenty of booty out there. There's plenty of this out there. You don't need her, blah, blah, blah. That's how guys support one another, kind of like, you'll be fine. There's plenty of fish out there, in other words. Same thing like your girlfriends would tell you. You'll get over him. Somebody new will come along, and then you'll be really happy, and you're kind of like, yeah, yeah. But for his energy, Jay is definitely in love with you. I don't think he speaks that word. I don't know if he's ever said that really, but I think he showed it in a lot of ways. It's almost too kind of like the way he's touched you. And I'm not being sexual here. I'm talking about, it's like even with his hand on your shoulder, it's like even touching your hand, or it's being around you. Yeah, I get it. He has such a tough exterior, but once you break through that protectiveness that he has, it's kind of like the Chariot card, right? So the Chariot card has those two Sphinx right out there in the front, and the person that's leading the card here with their intuition and making it move different ways. But the Sphinx are right there to protect, to guard, to put up a boundary. It's kind of like with you or with anybody that's gotten a broken heart. Next time you date, you're going to listen more carefully to what they say. They're going to tell you they did this and this, and you're going to wait to see if later on down the road they tell that same story, and if all the pieces are the same way. Because if the story changes, you'll know they lied. You start paying attention more because you got hurt. You start looking for signs, for red flags. You start looking for almost an excuse to sabotage the relationship, because you figure, well, all the other ones didn't work out. This one probably won't either. So you're already kind of down it, and that doesn't help. But I do feel that Jay's intentions are sincere. This card talks about they can't forget certain memories. They may not have responded they're not really that kind of person. They're just not that real, like lovey-dovey, da-da-da. But even in okay, I got to go there. But even in the bedroom department, to a degree, it's sensual, but it's not the pillow talk, whisper in my ear, tell me sweet nothings. It's not lay there on the pillows and just look at each other after or whatever or before. It's not like that. He doesn't know. You have to show him what you need. Some men have to realize that every woman is not the same. Every woman is not going to like certain things. Every woman is not going to Mm-mm. No, there's certain things, trust me. You know. You know, and I both know. Any woman on here knows. There's certain things you don't like that are a big turn off, and you're like, nope, you know what? I'm just going to go watch TV. And then there's other things that they can do that you can be like, well, TV's broke. Guess better go to bed. So you're going to know. You're going to know exactly how to handle the situation when it occurs. You're going to know how to deal with him. But you kind of got to handle him a little bit with kid gloves, but at the same time, respect who he is. Respect his ethnicity, background, the way he grew up. He didn't grow up so easy. He grew up watching things struggle. He watched a very dysfunctional family. He watched people worry about bills. He watched people worry about their future. I believe that his parents either weren't together and he wasn't raised by both, or there was issues there with them, with his parents. Something's not right. You know what I mean? But I want you to know that, you know what? At the very least, this man, if not for to be your lover, can be a very good friend and very protective. Listen, he can even be the person because you're so comfortable with him. You're two adults. You can agree to be intimate when it's convenient for you, at your convenience, not just his, but at yours. You can agree to disagree with a lot of things. You can also decide whether or not you want to make this work. He's going to want to take things slow. He's not going to want to label it right away. Most men don't. Most women wait and think, okay, Christmas is coming up. Okay, Valentine's is coming up. Okay, this day's coming up. Oh, that day's my birthday's coming up. And then you think every holiday they're going to give you that ring, and you wait and you wait. And when it doesn't happen, then you're upset because you set an expectation and you disappointed yourself. So if you go into this without expectations, really any relationship that you're going back to or getting back in, take your time. Don't try to create the same pattern that you had before, because doing that over and over is going to give you the same outcome. That is the true definition of insanity. Doing the same things over and over, but expecting a different outcome. Well, why ain't it working? Because you did the same thing. So you have to respond, excuse me, you have to respond to one another quite differently. You also have to decide what's going to work for you and what's not going to work for you. A lot of times, especially with you and your heart and the way you feel about him, I don't think you could just stand being just friends with him or just being a friends with benefits kind of thing. You're kind of like me. I'm the same way as you. I don't want to make love unless I'm in love. Okay? No matter what. I don't care. I'll go 2 years, 3 years. I don't care. I don't care. But if I don't feel somebody loves me or is okay with my size or the way I look or whatever, I snore, whatever. If you don't like it, okay, bye. Felicia, bye. Right? Okay, Keisha. Who are you guys gonna let me eat dinner? I gotta get this chicken going. And Buttons is waiting for her chicken too. We might have to take a little break, guys, in between. But Charisma, that's what I have for you. He's coming back. He's wanting to communicate. He's wanting to take things slow. He misses you. He thinks about you. So let it roll, honey. Let it roll. Yeah, I know. Don't do so much for him. Let him be the one to do. Okay? You don't want to be somebody's mother. They got one. And if they don't got it now, they had one. So do yourself a favor. You know, I'm Italian, right? So I was always raised that you cook for them, you clean, you do their clothes, you do this, you do that, you set them up, you pack them, you da. I exhausted myself so much in the past 12 years. And for what? Trying to prove that I'd be a good wife, trying to prove that I'd be a good partner, trying to prove that I can be your best friend, trying to prove that I always encourage you and support you. But you get to the point when you don't see any results. And all you see is negative things happening. You love me, but you cheated. Not once, but for 11 years. You love me, but you hit me. Not true. So think carefully. Think about him a little deeper than you used to. Think about what he offers you. And it doesn't mean that he's a bad guy if he can't show you the love or speak the love to you the way you want to hear it. But you have to decide, do you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody who's not able to communicate with you the way you need to hear it? Because if everybody needs to hear love or feel love or experience love the way they want to experience it or need to experience it, it may be different for me as it is for you, as it is for anybody else. Some people need to hear I love you 10 times a day. My daughter always says to me, Mom, you never tell me you love me all the time. You never tell me. I said, I say it. You know I love you. Mom, you don't say it all the time. Sometimes we assume people just know. Sometimes I forget that she needs to hear that often. And maybe it's because for 12 years, I didn't get that from my partner. My partner never sat there and said to me, you know what? I love you so much. I never heard that. Never heard it. So if you're not getting what you need from somebody, and they can't give you or not willing to change to try to give you what you do, because if somebody loves you, they're going to try to make you happy. Well, if you want me to bring you flowers every Friday, I'm going to bring you flowers every Friday. If that's what's going to make you happy, I'm going to do it. If making you happy is me getting your coffee ready in the morning and giving you a piece of peanut butter toast at night because that's your favorite before bed, then I'm going to do it. And those little things are going to mean so much. So it's just kind of like the same thing when you're not really materialistic like me. I like the simple things. I'd rather you write me something than buy me something. I'd rather you cook me something than take me out to eat. I'd rather stay home and watch a movie than go to the movie theater. I'm really not a big people person. I'm more of a family, stay home, love each other, hang out with each other, go for walks, go camping, go fishing, whatever. So you got to decide what you are, what you like. That's why it's good sometimes when you get space by yourself, because you get to finally go back and remember, hey, you know what? I do like riding around and singing in my car. That makes me really happy. It turns me from being sad to being happy. You got to realize what it is that makes you happy. Make a list if you need to. And if that person's not making you happy, you're going to have to simply say to them, you know what? I have certain needs that you're not meeting. And it's not that you're a bad person. It's not that there's anything wrong with you. It's just that you're not giving me what I need, which means you're not able to fall all the way in love with that person. You can care about them. You can love them and wish them well. But to be in love with them, you got to be receiving and giving. It's got to be back and forth. It's got to be a two-way street, your way and their way. There's got to be a compromise in the middle. You can always agree to disagree. You can always agree to meet each other halfway. You can always agree, okay, well, I don't like getting my back scratched, but I like scratching your back. Or I like getting my feet rubbed, but you don't like your feet touched. So how about I'll scratch your back and you rub my feet? So you figure out a way to compromise. You figure it out, and then it works. Sorry, Blue Eyes. Yeah, not anymore anyway. It's not around. Oh wow, that'd be great. I love cook. I love cooking too. I love cooking. I love it. Yeah, a man hitting a woman, he's a punk, right? Because when it was time for him to stick up for me in front of a man, he couldn't do that. Scared to death. He could swing at me real quick, or yeah, it was a mess. But that's okay. We're not talking about that. That's okay. It's already over and done, so it's good. It's good. The only person I knew with beautiful blue eyes was somebody that wears a uniform. I'll just say it like that. But I guess I wasn't his type. He never called again, so that's how I went back with my ex. Because I waited and waited, and we went out to a diner once. I thought it was nice. I thought he was great, but he never called again, and that broke my heart. And then I felt really sad from that, so I went back with my ex. And that's when I realized that exes should stay exes. Yeah, so true. All right, Charisma. Good luck with that, hon. All right, so let me just confirm on the PayPal how many people's on this list, because I think I got to re-sign in again. Okay, so I do have Keisha. Oh, I got Anakiza. Hi, honey. I didn't even see you here. Okay, so Keisha and then Anakiza. Motion at my front door. Motion at my security camera. That reminds me, I got to charge that up. All right. So I got Sophia. I got Tracy, Diana. Tracy H. And I got Diana Z. And let's see. And Sophia H. Okay. And Keisha. Gotcha. All right. So, all right, you guys. I'm going to ask you real quick. Would you mind if I took a little break? Because it's 20:06. I want to feed Buttons. She didn't eat yet. She was at the groomer for hours. They told me her appointment was at 9. I called at 11 to say, are you done with her? And they said, we didn't even take her back yet. I'm like, she'd been sitting in a kennel for 2 hours. My dog, she don't belong in a kennel. I was so upset. So by the time she got done, it was after 2. Anyway, she had her breakfast this morning, but she didn't have her dinner yet. And I need to give her dinner. So unfortunately, can we do this in about 1 hour? I'm free all night. Is everybody okay? I have Diana, Tracy, Sophia, Keisha, and Anakiza. By chance, would you 3, 4, 5? Would 5 of you be okay to come on? Let's say, let's see, it's 5:45, so let's say 7 p.m. Make it even. 7 p.m. tonight, Eastern Standard Time, New Jersey time, or roughly an hour and 15 minutes from now. So 90 minutes. 90 minutes from now. Are you okay with it? Does anybody want a refund? If you want a refund, I'll give it to you. But I promise I'm coming back. It's not storming. I feel good. Buttons, she just needs to eat and take a little walk right out front. So other than that, we're good. And Mr. Handsome Blue Eyes, you could come back with us too if you're not busy in an hour or so. Thank you so much. Thank all of you so much. I love these Island Wellness. And then when I'm done Island Wellness, I want to do the book again. Do you want to all do for free the Book of Answers when we're done? Does anybody want to do the Book of Answers for free? Thank you, BB. I love you so much. No refund, Tracy. Thank you, honey. I don't mind, though. If you want it, I don't mind. I never touch the money until my services are rendered, ever. Oh, great, great. You'll do the book with me? Great. All right. So after we finish all of the Island Wellness, then I'll do the book. And then later on tonight, I'm going to do the daily for tomorrow. So you guys join in. Did you like the daily? Were you on the daily today? It was done a little bit different with different cards. I thought that was kind of fun. I think I'm going to stick with that for a minute. Thank you, Diana. Virgo Vicky said, they should say ain't giving the booty up. Well, what Steve Harvey always say, 90 days at least before you give a cookie or something like that. What the hell does he know? Listen. Thank you, BB. Yeah, that'll be fun, right, Shelly? Great. Well, it looks like we're going to be together all night. It's not even Friday night. I'm going to go to a different pizza place this Friday night. I'm going to go to Passarello. It's called Passarello's or Passarelli's. Maybe it's Rello's. Passarello's. in Morristown. Wait till I show you all the pizzas that they got. They got so many pizzas choices for slices. Oh my God. And it's a really nice place. And it's all Italians in there. And I'll show you all the food that they have. You won't believe it. You won't believe it. Wait till Friday night. We'll all go to there. You want to leave your question, Tracy, and watch later? Yes. Go ahead, Tracy. Type your question and I'll write it right here and you can always watch it later. Okay. Go ahead, Tracy. I love you too, Arian. I miss you. Wait till you guys see. I'm going to have trouble because when is it? October 12th. I'm getting the microblading done on my eyebrows. And then they said they're going to scab up. So it's going to be bad for 7 days. So I might not be on the video for 7 days. I'll do the videos, but I ain't going to show you my face. Hopefully that goes well. And the dentist. I have an appointment at the dentist. Finally going October 12th. I mean, yeah, that's right. October 12th, 1 o'clock. No, Central's different. I forget. Yeah, I think Central is 6, right? 6 is Central and 7 is Eastern. Let's make sure that wasn't thunder. Not that bad, Jody. Jody, send me a picture, okay? Please send me a picture because I want a picture of a couple people before I go. Send me a picture of your eyebrows. Oh, Tracy, did you do your question? Oh, what is coming in love for you? Okay. Okay. What and when, right? How soon? Okay. We'll do it. I got it. All right, Buttons. I'm coming, honey. It's 5:45 EST now. Yeah, that's what it is here. Well, thank you, Blue Eye Man. Thank you. I'm glad you're not sad. Are you, Tracy? Having pizza tonight? Oh my God. I could eat pizza any night. Pepperoni and fresh garlic. That's my favorite. All right. All right. All right, you guys. I'm going to run and I'll see you back 7 o'clock. Okay? 1 hour and 15 minutes. Come back.